Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're zooming in on Karnataka, down in southern India. Such a dynamic place.
Absolutely.
You've got the buzz of Bengaluru's tech scene, ancient temples, sprawling green fields. It feels like a state always on the move. And right now it feels like it's on the verge of something, well, pretty huge.
It really is. Karnataka is about to kick off this massive effort, like a giant door-to-door quest, really.
A quest for what, exactly?
To understand the lives of its, 7 crore residents. It's more than just counting heads. It's about mapping the state's whole social fabric.
Social fabric. So you mean things like education, jobs, community connections, that sort of thing?
Exactly. Education, income, who people connect with, even how involved they are politically. The big picture goal here is fairness, equity.
Laying a foundation for fairness. I like that. And this isn't some far-off plan, is it?
Not at all. It's happening right now. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah just gave it the green light. This new social and educational survey, people are calling it the Caste Census.
Right, I saw that. Announced September 12th, 2025.
And fieldwork starts in just 10 days, bang in the middle of the Dasara holidays, so September 22nd. It's really immediate.
Okay, so it's urgent. But why should someone listening, maybe halfway across the world, care about this specific survey in Karnataka?
Well, because it taps into really universal questions, doesn't it? How does a modern, diverse place deal with deep-seated issues of identity, opportunity, justice?
It's like a real-world test case.
Exactly. And it highlights the power of data. If they get this right, if the data is accurate and used thoughtfully, it could genuinely reshape lives. That's relevant anywhere.
Okay, let's dig into this grand undertaking then. Mapping Karnataka's soul, you called it. The sheer scale first.
Yeah, the dates are set September 22nd to October 7th, 2025, just over 2 weeks.
And in that time, they want to get a detailed picture. Social, economic, educational, political, of every single family.
Every single family. It's like trying to capture the heartbeat of the entire state, household by household. The logistics must be mind-boggling.
I can only imagine. And this kind of ambition doesn't come cheap, I assume.
No, definitely not. The estimate is around 420 crore rupees.
Wow. What's that in, say, U.S. dollars?
Roughly $50 million. It's a serious investment.
Yeah, that signals real commitment from the government, doesn't it? It's not just ticking a box.
No, it suggests they really believe this data is crucial for tackling those embedded social issues. It's framed as a necessary cost.
So who's actually doing the legwork? Collecting all this data?
Get this. It's an army, as they're calling it, of 1.75 lakh government school teachers.
175,000 teachers. Seriously.
They'll be out there during their Dasara break going door to door. They can earn up to 20,000 rupees each for it.
That's quite something. Why teachers specifically?
It's actually quite strategic. Teachers are generally trusted figures in their communities, right?
Familiar faces.
Exactly. They know the local dialects, the family dynamics. That's gold when you're asking sensitive questions.
Makes sense. And are they just starting cold on September 22nd?
No, there's a preliminary step. ASHA workers, those are the community health workers, they started distributing the questionnaires already from September 12th.
Okay, so prepping the ground.
Precisely.
And this isn't just focused on Bengaluru or the big city.
Not at all. That's key. It stretches everywhere. From those high-tech apartments in Whitefield, Bengaluru.
Yeah, the IT hub.
All the way out to the most remote villages, maybe in Belagavi district, places that are hard to reach. It's meant to be truly comprehensive. No one left out.
And the big why driving all this, it comes back to fairness.
Absolutely. It links directly to that goal of equity. Karnataka, like much of India, has this long history of grappling with reservations, affirmative action, basically.
For jobs, education, political seats.
Right. And this survey is about making sure those policies designed to help disadvantaged groups actually match the reality on the ground today.
So using solid data to build a fairer system.
That's the idea, a foundation of verifiable data.
But this isn't the first time they've tried something like this, is it? There's some history here.
There is. And it's important context. You have to look back at 2015. The Karnataka Commission did a similar large-scale survey then.
Okay. What happened with that one?
Well, it was also a massive effort. Cost around 165 crore rupees, covered over 1.35 crore households.
So not insignificant.
Not at all. And some findings, or at least leaked suggestions from it, were quite explosive. It hinted that backward classes might be around 70% of the population.
70%, wow.
Yeah, and Muslims potentially around 12%. Significant numbers.
It sounds like it didn't go smoothly. You mentioned the ghost of 2015.
Exactly. That's where it really stumbled. Despite the cost and effort, the 2015 survey just hit a wall of criticism almost right away.
From who?
Mainly from some very powerful communities, the Vocaligas, the Virshaya Lingayats, major sociopolitical groups in Karnataka. They basically dismissed it as unscientific and incomplete.
On what grounds
Yeah.
were people missed?
That was a big part of it. Reports suggested around 37 lakh people were missed. That's nearly 6% of the population. Plus, critics said it lacked vital supporting data, like caste details in government jobs or land ownership patterns needed to back up its findings.
So gaps in the data and questions about the methodology.
Right, and then things got really heated.
How so?
A version, or parts of it, got leaked in April 2025. And the suggestions in there, hiking OBC reservations to maybe 51%, Muslim quotas to 8%.
That sounds politically explosive.
It ignited a total firestorm. It wasn't just about numbers anymore. It became a fight over power, resources. It caused massive friction, even splits within the ruling Congress party at the time.
So internal party problems too.
Big time. And then, almost unbelievably, the actual physical report apparently went missing at one point.
Missing, the whole report.
Vanished, threw all the social justice planning based on it into complete chaos.
Okay, so the 2015 attempt was a bit of a mess then. Criticism, leaks, infighting, a missing report.
You could say that. It was effectively derailed. The data was just seen as too compromised.
Which explains why they're doing a complete reboot now.
Exactly. By mid-2025, starting fresh wasn't just a political preference, it was almost a necessity. And there's a legal angle, too.
Oh?
Yeah, the Karnataka State Commission for Backward Classes Act actually requires them to review and revise the list of backward classes every 10 years. Section 11(1) specifically.
So the timing makes sense legally as well. They had to update it.
Correct. It provided both the political reason and a legal mandate for this new survey.
So this time around, what's the new blueprint? How are they doing it differently?
Well, the Karnataka State Commission for Backward Classes is leading it again, but now it's chaired by Madhusudhan Arnaik. He took over in February 2025.
And their approach.
They're really emphasizing a scientific approach. They're talking about rigorous methods for validating data, cross-checking information, using digital tools to cut down on errors and bias.
Learning the lessons from 2015, hopefully.
That seems to be the clear intention, avoiding those past pitfalls.
What does scientific approach mean in practice? Like the questionnaire?
It's detailed in a 60-question questionnaire. And crucially, it's not just what's your caste. It goes much deeper.
And to what areas?
Education levels, detailed income sources, do they own land, how much, are they involved in local politics, even health questions. It's trying to get a holistic view.
A full socioeconomic picture, not just a label.
Precisely. And the way they collect it is different, too.
How so? Digital tools?
Yeah, a big push towards digital. Using apps or devices designed for efficiency. I mean, think about it. 7 crore people in 16 days, that's about 400 surveys per teacher.
That's intense. Digital must be essential for speed and accuracy.
Absolutely. It's a major upgrade. The goal is clear. Accurate, verifiable, comprehensive data this time. Build trust where it broke down before.
And that huge budget, the 420 crore rupees, the Chief Minister called it an investment in justice.
He framed it explicitly that way. Reservation is to eliminate inequalities, he said.
So the extra money compared to 2015 isn't just inflation, it's for doing it better.
That's the argument. Better training for the teachers, better tech, maybe better incentives, all aimed at making sure this attempt actually succeeds and the data is usable. An investment in getting it right this time.
Makes sense. But even with a better plan and more money, this isn't going to be easy, is it? What are the challenges, the potential controversies?
Oh, immense challenges remain. First, just the sheer logistics. Covering 7 crore people in 2 weeks is, well, it's Herculean.
You think about remote villages, poor roads, maybe dense urban slums where people move around a lot.
Exactly. It's going to take incredible effort from those 175,000 teachers. Real grit.
And then there's the politics. You mentioned the backlash last time from groups like the Vocaligas and Lingayats.
Yes. Those are powerful communities with significant influence, particularly in certain regions, Vocaligas in the south, Lingayats more in the north. They felt the last count was skewed.
So the big question is, will they accept this new data if it doesn't align with their expectations? Could we see history repeat itself?
It's a definite risk. A lot hinges on whether this scientific approach is genuinely perceived as fair and accurate by all major groups. Transparency will be key.
And what about the opposition parties? Are they raising concerns?
They are. The BJP, for instance, has already talked about fiscal extravagance, pointing to the 420 crore cost.
Especially when the state has other financial pressures, like drought relief.
Exactly. pointing out the state's strained finances due to drought aid, infrastructure projects. It makes the survey's cost a political target.
And beneath all this, the core issue is still reservations, right? That's why the data is so charged.
Absolutely. That's the heart of it. Karnataka already has a complex reservation system, 15% for SCs, 4% for STs, 32% for OBCs. It adds up.
So over 50% in total for many areas.
Right. And without fresh, trusted data, deciding who gets what slice of that pie feels arbitrary or based on outdated figures.
Which leads to arguments.
Intense arguments. Any new data suggesting shifts in population numbers could reignite fierce debates about reallocating those percentages. It touches nerves.
And you mentioned even the ruling party had internal fights last time.
Yes, even within Congress, there were clashes over the previous data. It just shows how sensitive and high stakes this whole exercise is, politically.
Okay, so assuming they navigate these challenges and the report actually lands they're aiming for before December 2025.
That's the goal, yes.
What could the ripple effects be? How might this actually reshape things in Karnataka?
Potentially, in quite profound ways. The data could reveal fascinating shifts, maybe changes in education levels among different groups since the pandemic, or economic changes.
New insights into how society is evolving.
Exactly. Beyond just confirming or adjusting caste numbers, it could paint a much richer picture of the state's current reality.
And what about policy? Could we see concrete changes based on this?
It's very possible. If the data is robust, you could see more targeted policies. Maybe discussions about a creamy layer exclusion finally gain traction, excluding the better off within reserve groups.
Which has been talked about for ages.
Right. Or it might shine a light on smaller, more marginalized groups that haven't had much focus, perhaps certain Muslim subcommunities or smaller tribal groups in the Western Ghats.
And that 10-year legal requirement means this isn't just a one-shot deal, right? It forces periodic reevaluation.
Correct. It builds in a rhythm for checking if policies still match reality. It's about ongoing adjustment.
Let's bring it down to the ground level. What could this mean for an ordinary person?
Well, imagine a student from, say, Davangere. Updated, fairer quotas might actually open up a spot for them in a medical college that they wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
Okay, real impact on opportunity.
Or a farmer, maybe in Tumakuru. If the data shows their specific community is facing particular economic hardship, they might benefit from new targeted welfare schemes.
And for politics. Does accurate data change how elections work?
It could. Parties might adjust their strategies based on a clearer understanding of demographics. And ideally, it helps ensure voices from every corner, every community, are actually heard in the Vidhana Sabha, the state assembly.
Does this have implications beyond Karnataka, like for India as a whole?
It definitely could. India is having its own ongoing complex debate about a nationwide caste census. Karnataka's experience, both the successes and the failures, could offer really valuable lessons.
A potential model or a cautionary tale?
Or both. It will certainly be watched closely at the national level.
And the commission chair, Naik, is promising transparency this time. No more missing reports.
That's the firm commitment. No missing reports this time. It's crucial for building trust and ensuring the data actually gets used for its intended purpose, social justice.
It feels like they're trying hard to signal that this time is different.
They really are. It's presented as a serious commitment to valuing lives, not just counting heads.
Okay, so wrapping this up, it's clear this new survey in Karnataka is massive. Huge stakes, huge cost, hugely political.
Absolutely. It's a quest for data-driven justice, but it's navigating a minefield of historical baggage and political interests. The potential payoff is enormous, but so are the risks.
So, as those Dasara lights go on across Karnataka in the coming weeks, it feels like there's this deeper question hanging there too. Can this kind of precise, carefully collected data truly light the path towards a more fair society? Or will the sheer weight of history, politics, and community interests ultimately block the way?
That's the fundamental question, isn't it? Not just for Karnataka, but for any diverse society trying to use data to tackle inequality. It's something we'll definitely need to keep watching.